This is step one of the branding process. We're going to position the brand. And as you now know, we're going to do it through one thing and one thing only, the ownable sales moment. To find this, we need to triangulate three things. Customer desires. It's on top for a reason. I'm just going to abbreviate. Strategic advantages of the company. The third thing is the exploitable weaknesses of the competition. Okay, your strategic advantages, you as a management team know. You know why you created the company. You know why you're interested in working there. You know what makes you special, what you're excited about. Each of you have a philosophy about how you deliver your product, right? Okay. So we talk about what makes your company special. What do you think your strengths are? But customer desires is pivotal, really important. How are we going to get that? Well, I'll tell you one thing, we're not going to do focus groups. 13 years of business, the James Group has never once done a focus group. Why is that? You can't get the truth in a focus group. A room full of strangers is more concerned with making a good impression on other people that they haven't met than letting you inside their head to understand why they made the decisions they make. Reason number one. Reason number two, it's a completely artificial, bogus scenario. They never actually slid you a check. They never actually had a sales moment, did they? They're fake customers. The people you want to talk to are your real customers who had the sales moment, who saw something in your product or service and says, I want that. Because the fastest way to grow a small or mid-sized business, to double or triple this business, is win customers who think exactly like your existing customers. No mystery there. Now, how do you get the truth from them? One-on-one, anonymous phone interviews. You call your customers and you say, listen, we want to know how to better tell our story and how we can better serve you. We're so sincere about this that we've hired an outside party. It doesn't have to be the James Group, it could be anybody, who's going to call you and talk to you about what we could do better, what your experience was with us, why you chose us. We'd really value your input. Okay? Now, if somebody that you were doing business with or you bought from called you and said, listen, I want to know how I can serve you better and how to better tell our stories, would you help them? You'd feel good about that company. In fact, it turns into a very nice PR effort because this company is trying to be a better company. And you start to talk to them, and what you see very clearly is why they chose you. It happens really, really fast. You'll get all these things, and you'll be like, wow, we've talked to 12 customers, and that's looking like this. I got a hunch about what it's going to be. I talked to 20 customers. I'm sure what it's going to be. I talked to 30, 40 customers. I can prove it to anybody. All right? Now I know what the reason is. And now I look at that, and I say, well, does that match up with our strategic advantage? And more importantly, is that a marketing message that's being put out there or not? Okay, what's the exploitable weakness of the competition? You're going to triangulate those three things and go, boom. This is the sales moment. This is that little movie that plays in people's heads. And this is when you make the sale. All right, so let me give you an example of that in a more tangible way. How many in this room are familiar with Garage Tech? They're a company that, yes, they're the leading company in the nation for garage organizing systems. Here's the backstory on Garage Tech. They're kind of Harley Davidson guys. They're like guys. And their idea when they created this garage was it was going to be a cool garage to work on your bike or car in. They sold franchises to other guys, and they were going to car shows, they were going to NASCAR, they were going to bike rallies. They weren't making sales. How come? If you're going to make an $8,000 home improvement decision, who signs off on that, husband or wife? Okay, you didn't even blink. Wife. What does the wife want from the garage? Clean. Didn't even blink again. Clean. So now the sales moment is women and clean. Welcome to the world's cleanest garage. That's the idea that we want to present. Now we have to go in, once we've discovered that from the interviews, and say, sorry guys, it's no longer NASCAR and bike rallies, it's Martha Stewart and home shows. And that's a tough sale. But because we have a process that says the customers are showing you, 75% of your customers that you did get were women. And what did they see in your product? Clean. Do you want to make sales or do you want to have a hobby? Okay. And Mark Schumann, who's the owner of Garage Tech, wisely switched, wisely realized that he could market to women. Garage organizing systems, the world's cleanest garage. And sales went through the roof, and now Garage Tech is the leader in garage organizing systems, not only in the US, but in Canada, Australia, and they're going to Europe. They have decimated their competition. Why? Because the conventional wisdom is garages belong to who? The man. That's only because it's dark and dirty and she doesn't want to go in there. Okay? But if you're going to make an $8,000 home improvement decision, who does it belong to? Woman, she wants it clean. And this boils down to the one mistake that's made in business again and again. I've been in business now, owned a business for 13 years, worked with over 200 CEOs. I've only seen one mistake in business. It's seeing the world from your perspective, not your customers. And every mistake is a version of that. I want to see the world how I see it and not how others see it. I'm more interested in my perspective. What you have to do is not market based on what you like. You have to market based on what your customer likes, what values they agree to. Don't try to change their values. You'll never persuade anybody on anything. Find what they agree to, find what the mental image is, and show them that. That's how marketing is done. Thank you for joining us for this episode of The Perfection of Marketing. The book is available at barnesandnoble.com, amazon.com, and also Barnes & Noble stores. For a limited time, it's available in a special management team package. 3 books for the price of 1 at theperfectionofmarketing.com. Enjoy, and I wish you the best of success with your business.